What's up YouTube, I'm just another guy and welcome back to Gibraltar United. So here we are today, the final two Champions League games. Let's get into this. So we start off with Juve at home. Obviously we got dominated away from home, looking for a better performance A and obviously a better result B from this match. The starting lineup for today has already been done, and again it's the same team that started in the previous Champions League game against Red Bull Salzburg. No change, and again probably the strongest team we could probably field. So let's get into this. Let's go. Gibraltar United versus Juve. Let's do this. Also, one other thing I need to mention actually. I'm pretty sure I showed you the PSG left back who I was interested in signing. If I didn't, he was a young 17. Yeah, I did. A young 17-year-old Belgian left back that was from PSG. Now, I actually got to a stage where I had a contract on the table. We'd agreed terms on the contract. I'd agreed a fee, which was around like 15 million up front, a few clauses after a certain amount of time and stuff, which I was happy with for a 17-year-old. I felt it was a good investment, and he was already better than our current left back. And then he went and agreed a new term with PSG as, here we go, starting the game with Juventus. So, yeah, I've missed out on probably a really good left back from PSG. I was willing to spend a lot of money on him to try and bring him in because I felt he was just... It was beyond anything this team currently had to offer. Probably better than Sidibe in their positions, obviously, comparing each other for their individual qualities needed for each position. And yeah, I didn't understand it. I was so annoyed because we were offering him the most, any player, like around 50, I think it was around, sorry, £45,000 a week, which is mind-blowing when you consider that I think the highest wage here is currently just over 10. So, and I did everything I could to try and get him to agree a deal because he wanted 70-odd thousand pounds a week, and in the end PSG offered him a new deal for 70-odd thousand pounds a week, so we couldn't compete as Juventus take the lead from a... Oh no, yeah, don't. It's offside. Thank God for that. What a ball that was in. I'd be annoyed if I was to cross that and seeing the guy just couldn't hold his run enough because it was a beautiful ball in by Juventus, and it's been a pretty boring game so far. Here's a chance for us though with a corner. We're unable to get a red shirt to it. Hermeli picks it up though, and we can look to whip this one back into DB. Hermeli to Moria, and bang! There we go, beating Juventus 1-0, 24 minutes into the game. They feel that it's offside. One of the Juventus midfielders or defenders or something, either way, one of the Juventus players feel that it was offside. Let's have a look at this, see if we can see it from the angle that they give us during the highlight. And let's see this highlight. Sidibe, was Moria offside? He's nowhere near offside. That bloke ran back onto the line. I don't know what they're appealing for offside. It might not have been him. Here's another corner actually. I was going to talk about something else, but here is another corner, another chance for us. Ben Abdallah is running the wrong way. Let go of the ball, lad. Let go of the ball. Play it to a red shirt. Good, well done, good play. I thought he was going to lose possession. The counter-attack. Sanogo almost gives us a 2-goal lead. But yeah, another bit of news as well. With signing, I'm still currently interested in improving the left-back area. I feel it's a position of the pitch that needs to be strengthened next. And there is a left-back currently for Man City who I'm making a bid for, as in I've put in like a £13 million bid up front just to see what their reply is. And I did actually suggest terms based on his flat rate or his flat value, which is like 5 million or something, or 3 million or something like that. And they said they wanted like 138 million. So I'm like, I don't think that's going to happen, mate. So I've gone in with that bid, but I'm kind of looking to improve the left back area, the centre attacking mid area. I feel that could be an area that we want to improve, or the centre mid area and push the DB forward, or the defensive midfield area and, push the DB forward, maybe put Morola in the centre midfield. I think these are a few positions. The centre of the pitch is something I kind of want to look at, as well as the left back area. Also, if I can find a world-class young striker, these are all positions that I kind of want to improve upon. But anyway, 1-0 at half-time. Great for us. Getting a victory over Juventus is exactly what we wanted. Let's hope we can continue this into the second half, because currently we are playing really well against Juventus. Maybe not creating an abundance of chances, but we're doing enough to get the win. And I think Red Bull Salzburg are currently drawing to Levante. They are, so that's a great result for us as well. Sanogo, a little bit of space, plays it through to Ben Abdallah. I think he might be offside there. He isn't, so Hamza Ben Abdallah gets us a goal. 2-0 up against Juventus, and I think the previous game was 3-1, so technically, if we were to lose our last game of the season, as Ben Abdallah with a nice finish there and Sanogo with a really good assist, if we were to lose our last game of the season and Juventus were to win, we would still top them in the group. So this is great so far, as we're trying to get our third of the game. Moria is outpaced at right back, unable to get the cross in. No, Suarez was well and truly beaten for pace there. But we've got the ball back, and Sanogo, great pass from Ben Abdallah, and now Juventus can create an attack. They've got a lot of white shirts on his right-hand side of the pitch. However, the cross, or the attempt to try and get the ball in, is halted by our fullback, and now we can look to create an attack. We've got a lot of people over on the left. So Moria does finally get the ball, and it's just saved or just prevented from going in. Nice bit of play from us there. A bit of end-to-end football, which is always nice. Obviously, this game hasn't necessarily been the most entertaining, but that short spell there was... it wasn't very clear who was going to score. Alright, so we're in the 52nd minute. I've got to start thinking, do I want to take anyone off? So DB's playing alright. I don't necessarily see anyone I need to take off, so we're just going to keep things the same. Moria with the ball, plays it through to Sonogo. Come on, run into the box, play it in, or shoot yourself. Or go yourself, Sonogo. Don't listen to me. I don't know what I'm on about. 250th goal for Gibraltar United, it said there. 3-0 against Juventus. This is a team that really the first game, the away game, was a no contest. And this is pretty much the same thing, but the other way around. What a run from Sonogo. It's 3 Juventus defenders still to pretty much beat, and he probably would have just walked past them as if they weren't even there. Wow, what a game so far. And again, the first half was pretty bland. Nothing really happened. We scored that goal, but even then, nothing really happened in the half. This second half has been really good for us. Will Juventus get themselves a goal back? No, they don't. Great block. I think that was, who's number 5? Is it Bakayoko? No, it's Fumaka. Fumaka with a great block there, and the ball was cleared off the line by Armada. I don't really know what happened. It looks like the ball bounced, hit the crossbar, and then it was cleared away. Damn it, we got an injury. But yeah, good bit of defending there from our team, and goalkeeping as well. I think Martinez got a save on that corner, which meant it led it to hit the crossbar. But Sonogo picking up an injury, that is not good news for us. We only have one game left, and I don't think it's going to be too important that game, because hopefully we'd have secured qualification by then. I think after we win this game, we should secure qualification to the next round of the Champions League, which with all the results staying the same, we would. So Sonogo being injured isn't necessarily a bad thing, as long as it's not too long term, obviously. We don't want a 3 months injury for Sonogo, because that will be a massive blow for us. As Juventus almost get themselves a goal back, a brilliant save from Martinez. Even though it was offside, the keeper didn't know that and still performed a very good save. And obviously the fact that it was offside, I'm going to excuse the defending. Armada with a nice challenge, and yet again with a beautiful challenge. We could get a fourth here. Moria plays it to Miro Giselle, who's very poor first touch, and Musta with another poor touch, and now Juventus can create themselves a counter-attack. They've absolutely blitzed our defence, but Bakayoko is there in the box to clear it away. But Martinez save, oh no! Martinez with another save. What a double save from Martinez. I'm going to make a few changes here. We're going to take Armada off. We're going to bring Roma Perez on just because he's on a yellow card. I'm also going to take Moria off as well for the same reason. I don't want to see a red card in this game if I can avoid it. But wow. What a brilliant bit of goalkeeping there from Martinez. I mean, the first shot, the fact that he spilled it wasn't great, but he more than made up for it with the second. All right, so Dos Santos playing on the wrong side of the pitch, but I felt like playing him. And Miro Giselle, as he just scored the 4th goal. What a weird place for the highlight. Didn't really see much build-up. But either way, 4-0 against Juventus. And Dos Santos, I mean, he didn't really do much there. Got tackled. Sidibe with a lovely pass. Giselle, I guess they were trying to push forward. It looked like they were trying to play some sort of offside trap. Either way, Giselle beat it. And with a nice, comfortable finish. So, 4-0 against Juventus. And I think that is how it's going to end. We would definitely finish above them if we finished equal on points based on this result. So the last game, going into the last game, we know we can lose that game and still top the group, which is obviously perfect. It would be perfect for us. It doesn't mean I'm going to play a weakened team. Far from it. I want to win that game. 800k is still 800k. You can't knock that. But wow, what a performance from the lads. What a result, really, as well. Great attacking display from the team. And we looked threatening every time we went forward. And that's brilliant news from Sonogo. Only out for 4 to 5 days, which means he can participate in the next group stage game. So 800k for beating Juve for the first time as well. I think it's first time in 5 attempts. We played them 5 times, never beaten. No, 6 times. Oh, was it 7 times we played them? I don't even know. But we played them a certain amount of times without a win, and we've beaten them today. And of course, there's the news. We are through to the Champions League first knockout round yet again, which obviously is just really, really important for the league, for us, for everyone pretty much involved. All right, I'll meet you guys back in a second for what may be pointless final game, but hopefully we can put in another dominant performance against the second best team, or the third best team in this group. Because technically we're the first best, obviously. But the second toughest opposition we can play, and going to the winter break from the European competition with massive confidence. Let's get this final game underway with then. So, starting out for today has been slightly altered, not because of the fact that we have already qualified, but due to the fact that we got a new injury in the team. Fumaka recently picked up an injury, which will only keep him out for, I think, a week. It was like 10 days or so from the injury date, which was a few days before the game. But it will keep him out of this match because of it. So it does mean Roma Perez comes into the starting lineup. But, due to the fact we have already qualified, and I think we've already qualified top technically, it's not a major miss. It's not going to be like, oh, god damn, we're going to fail without him when we might lose the match. No, I'm still pretty confident we can get a result today in Valencia. So let's go beat Levante. Obviously, like I said, I think we're already top. No matter what the Juve result is, I think we're top. No matter what our result is as well, I think we're top. So it's all good. We're going to go through, hopefully, and get ourselves an easier draw. Obviously, the draw will be at the end of this video. But today, it's about seeing how, or testing ourselves away from home. Because obviously, against Juve, we didn't play. We didn't really turn up away against Juve. But today, like I said, it's the only real challenge because Red Bull Salzburg, let's face it, that was no challenge. In fact, we did better away from home than we did at home there in terms of the scoreline. So today, I would like a win and I would like a good performance just because it's away from home against a team who actually had one player nominated up for the Ballon d'Or, the World Player of the Year, as we do get the lead 40 minutes into the game. Hamza Belabdella was such a simple bit of football here. It wasn't like we overcomplicated things. It wasn't like we had to pass the ball around. It was a throw-in, a pass to Ben Abdallah, a turn and a shot. Very simple goal. 1-0 against Levante. Yeah, Levante had one player in the World Player of the Year award nominations because as an international manager now, I'm not eligible to vote. No Gibraltarian players, sadly. I know, big shame. I mean, all Gibraltar United players, I should say. But with Juventus actually had a lot of players in Team of the Year. And in fact, I voted for one of them to win. I voted for one of them to finish second and one of them to finish third. As Ben Abdel, like I say, very simple goal, 1-0 against Levante. And the guy I voted for second was Suarez, the right back, that got outpaced by Maria in the previous match. So I thought that was quite strange. But yeah, Juventus must have had 4 or 5 people up for that nomination. Now, bear in mind, it is quite a long list, of players you can pick from. But I was like, wow, we beat that team 4-0 at home. I was like, wow. And I think the only thing that prevents our players from getting on that list is the fact that the league is so poorly rated. Now, if the league became a top 5 league in Europe, then yes, we'd start seeing players from our list. But because we play in a league that is so small, if you're going to start recognising our players, then technically you've got to start recognising, like championship players and stuff like that. And of course, that's just silly, really, if you think of it, in terms of like England. You wouldn't consider the bloke playing in the championship for the Ballon d'Or. It doesn't make sense. But yeah, hopefully one day we can get a player winning the Ballon d'Or, winning the World Player of the Year, as Levante get themselves a bloke sent off. Wow, we have just been gifted this game here by Levante. We were dominating up to that point anyway, not possession-wise, but we're doing a lot with the ball when we had it for the short time that we did. A lot of shots on target. So 1-0 so far, I'm happy with that. I'm content with that at least. And at least we're winning. At least we're going to go through knowing that we only lost one game and only dropped 3 points. And again, it was against Juventus. But hey-ho, what are you going to do? If it was a two-legged affair, we would have actually gone through, or we would have beaten Juventus. So I'm happy with that sort of knowledge in the back of my head going, yeah, technically we would have beaten them. If we met in a knockout round, we could go through. And that's what I had last year as well, going into the knockouts when we beat Chelsea and stuff. So here's a counter-attack. Ben Abdallah finds Sonogo. Wasn't maybe the best to pass or the best to touch, but we still managed to get the ball through, and Hamerli with a goal makes it look oh so simple. Erwin Hamerli, the captain, one-on-one in the past, if you can remember, maybe just 4 or 5 years ago, one-on-one, our players would have choked, our players would have shot first time, player would have shot here, and it would have hit the keeper. Hamerli had the sense of mind, the composure, just to take another touch, take another few touches, knock it round the keeper pretty much, open up the goal more for himself, and just slot it in there. So 2-0 against Levante. That's probably been coming as well, the second goal, obviously, since the red. But it would be great as well to absolutely dominate Levante. Oh, as they have a beautiful shot and they're going to get a goal. Are they? No, it's offside. Juan was offside. But wow, if that ball would if they'd have scored from that first shot, I'd just hold my hands up and been like, yeah, we just saw a world-class goal scored against us. Right now, 52 minutes into the game. Can we get ourselves a third, which we do want? Hamerli's going to pick up the ball, got a little bit of time and space. He's running at the defender, whips a beautiful ball in, and what an amazing goal. Wow, wow, wow. Hamerli thoroughly deserves the captain's armband I gave him at the beginning of the season. What a ball. He touched it down and ran at the defender. And look at this. To see the run of Sonogo. Oh my, that is just brilliant vision. And just a pinpoint perfect cross. Wow. Absolutely amazing from us in this game so far. And again, I know Levante are down to 10 men, so obviously that helps us out a little bit and whatever. But still, you know, that is a beautiful goal to score, and we have managed to find the gaps in defence. And I still think they're playing 4 defenders, so it's not like I think what they've done is they've dropped a man at the midfield, maybe. I'm not too sure, actually, by the looks of it now. The fact that they only have 2 back, maybe they aren't playing with 4 defenders. I don't know, they may have changed their tactic up, but I don't have a clue, I couldn't tell you. And I don't think there's a way to check anymore. There used to be a way to check on the current tactic. There might still be, actually. Let me have a look. Yeah, formation, Levante formation. What formation are they playing? Yeah, so they're still playing with 4 defenders, so really, you know, and 2 defence midfielders. So the fact that we're finding these gaps is still a credit to the defence. I mean, okay, they don't have the attacking midfielder coming back and helping on that right-hand flank of theirs, but Hermeli attacked down the left, you know, so that third goal really was a wonder goal. Juventus are 3-0 up, so they have matched our scoreline so far. But considering, you know, Red Bull Salzburg are not the same team as Levante, we definitely got the more prestigious 3-0 victory. But there we go, 3-0. Juventus did one up us in a 4-0 victory. But yes, 3-0. What a result. Through to the Champions League first knockout round, obviously. And we topped the group, so we can get a second place team. And it's going to be very interesting. Now, I believe because we're Group F, we've played the last fixtures of the group, have we? Or will there be? Is there one more game? No, this is the last game of the group. So we are able to look at the league tables now and actually see who finished first, who finished second, and let's have a look at the teams we could possibly be getting. So Arsenal of the Premier League finished second. We could be getting them. Celtic of the SPL, I'd like to get them. Real Madrid, I would love to avoid them, but Real Madrid finished second. Manchester City finished second. Monaco finished second. Wow, a lot of tough teams have finished second. We've got Shakhtar Donetsk. I would love to play them. Obviously, we've had close contests with Shakhtar in the past, especially when we first started entering this stage of the competition. So I'd like to play Shakhtar and put ourselves to the test against former foes. And Stuttgart. So obviously Stuttgart, Shakhtar, and Celtic are the teams that I want to be playing. But this is the Champions League. You know, every game's a tricky game, especially once you get to a knockout. So we're gonna have to beat a big boy somewhere. If it's in the first knockout round, it's in the first knockout round. If it's later, it's later. Either way, we're going to have to perform well in the next 2 games, and I'll meet you back for the actual draw when we'll see who we got. Alright, let's find out who we're going to be playing. So, as I already went through the list, obviously, of who we could potentially get, so let's click through it. Arsenal will be playing Bayern Munich, Man City will be playing Lyon, Real Madrid, Chelsea. We've avoided some big teams there so far. Monaco will play Benfica. Alright, we're avoiding the really big teams. Let's see who we can potentially get. So it's only 3 teams, actually. Into 3 teams I said I wouldn't mind playing. We avoid Stuttgart, Celtic. We don't get Celtic. So we're going to be playing Shakhtar Donetsk, which is probably one of the easiest teams we might have been able to get, which I'm pretty happy with. I'm going in there with confidence. I'm pretty confident we can beat Shakhtar because we were pretty close to beating them a few years ago. Let me go and continue forward one day, and should all be penciled in. But when I go to past meetings, I believe we've beaten them in the past with a pretty weak team. I mean, you probably see the former 11 that played against them, and it may feature a few people who are still at the squad, but it definitely won't feature people who now play. Yes, and look at that. We beat them 2 years ago at 2-0. Alright, we lost 6-2 on that occasion, or 3 years ago. Wait, when would that be? It would have been 1 season ago, 2 seasons. 2 seasons ago, we played them, but we beat them in 2026 as well. I'm pretty confident. And even if we look at the team, you know, different keeper. God, I don't know why Sinogo's there. We don't play Matino more. We play Morolo, we don't play Dos Santos, don't have Bonnet, don't play Vanucci, don't play him. I'm very confident we can get a result against Shakhtar, and I'm looking forward to that game. So I'll meet you back in February for that game, and obviously the next 2 legs or whatever. And until then, peace out.